Hi, fifth graders. It's Miss Slaminski coming to you from the brand new Cottage Grove Elementary playground. It was cool to find some cool musical things out here, so I thought this would be a fun place to make a little welcome back video for you guys. Well, I wanted to let you know just some updates and some things that you may have heard already. From our district, we got the news that they are putting elementary band and orchestra on hold for this fall. Putting it on pause was the wording. It came out in a district email this last week. This video is made on Friday, August 28th. So what we know right now, and what I want you to know about this, is that while we're in hybrid, for at least this first couple of weeks of school, we won't have orchestra at all or band. And this was a decision that was made by our administration. That would be like our superintendents and those people who are kind of guiding our entire district with how we are keeping everyone safe this fall. And they did say that the decision was largely based on the safety and health of our students. And you guys know, like when you do fire drills with me, I think you might remember that I tell you, we're going to leave the instruments inside. We want to get you guys outside because the instruments are replaceable and you are not, right? You're unique, you're special. I love you and you're one in a million. We can't make another one of you and we want to keep you safe. So that is what we're hearing from our administration about why that decision was made at this time. I want you to know it was not my decision. I would really like to be doing orchestra this fall. What am I doing right now? I have actually been placed at Cottage Grove Elementary and just at Cottage Grove Elementary for this fall as the general music teacher. So I will be doing lessons with kindergarten through fifth grade. So if you're at Cottage Grove Elementary, that means you do get to see me this year. And if you're at Middleton, I'm not sure when I'll get to see you in person again, but I do want to let you know a few ways that we can keep in touch and even keep you going with orchestra playing if you'd like to. So with orchestra being put on pause, some of the bigger things that I want you to know about that is that you may still have your instrument, and especially if you're renting from a music store, your family might be trying to go, now, what do we do with our instrument? Do we keep it? Do we return it? When? Now, unfortunately, I don't know any more than you about when they are going to do, or they are going to be reassessing a few times over the trimester to see, is it safe? And can we do this in a way, can we do orchestra and band in a way that keeps you guys safe? I want you to know that we as an elementary orchestra team, all of us teachers who teach elementary orchestra are working together to come up with some ideas that we can send to those people to say, hey, we really want to do orchestra. Here's our kids who want to do orchestra. And here are some ways that we can socially distance, that we can not worry about getting each other sick, that we cannot be pulling from so many different classes at the same time. It does have to get approved by them. So I just want you to know, we are trying to find some ways to make it happen, but for the time being, it's on pause. If you have been dying to keep on playing and keep on learning things, here are some ways that you can keep on making music with your orchestra instrument. Number one, you could be a self-guided learner this fall. And what that would mean is you by yourself, kind of looking at the resources that I've got out there. I'll be in an email to your parents, you will be getting the link to my website. I'll be updating that with a lot of great things like, number one, my YouTube channel, because, I make videos for almost all of those songs that we learn so that you can watch me playing, right? Whether you're violin or viola or cello or bass, you can watch me play that song and learn from that. I'll also include the belt sheets, the karate belt sheets, for all of those fifth grade ribbons. It actually restarts, you've already got the book, right? Essential Elements book. It's the same one that we used last year, but remember, we only got about halfway through last year, and that's what we typically do. Fourth grade does about the first half of the book, and then fifth grade, we go through the second half of the book. So I'll have those belt sheets, and you can go through, you can see that the first song that we learn is number 105. I think it's on page 19 or 20. No, it's got to be a little after that. Maybe it's 22 or something. It's around there. But that sheet is going to tell you and remind me exactly what songs that is and some of the key things to watch for and listen for. So being self-guided, you'll have the resources of my YouTube channel, those karate belt sheets, and even some other great music resources where you can either buy some more music or order or like look for free music online too. There's a whole bunch of places. You could even ask some family members who might have some music around the house. Okay, so that's being self-guided. You can totally keep on doing some music that way. And you know what? If you want to, you can even take a video and send it my direction through email. I'd love to see what you're working on this fall, even if we're not doing lessons right away. Another way that you could keep on going with music is to actually do one-on-one private lessons. I've got a long list of teachers who are in the Cottage Grove and Woodbury area who do private lessons. That means one-on-one. They're usually half-an-hour lessons like our time at school. Let's see, a lot of times you get to kind of have more choice in the music that you might be doing in a one-on-one lesson. And the other thing is that these teachers, some of them might do in-person lessons, some may do virtual. You can ask the teachers what their protocol is and like what they're doing as far as social distancing, whatever, and also how much they charge for lessons. I want you to know private lessons are something that aren't provided through our public schools. That's the difference, the public versus private. And so the private lessons are something that people ask that you'd pay for. So just want you to know that up front, but they're very much worth the money. Totally. One-on-one instruction, whenever you can get it, that is so worth it. All right. I had a list of things I wanted to make sure I chat about. Oh, and also just checking in with some of the local music stores. I know that Schmidt Music typically has a number of music teachers who are right there teaching out of their studio, and I'm sure they've got some new protocols in place to keep people safe. But so Schmidt Music up in Woodbury, many of you actually have your instrument through them. So that's another resource for you. And again, on my website, what I'll include is a whole bunch of music. Some of it will be free stuff from online. Some of it will be from websites where you can order some, like a specific song that you'd really love to learn. Okay. And some of them actually include a lot of pop songs. So there you go. I know our Essential Elements book doesn't have a lot of pop music in it, but that's a way you can find something like that. All right, I'll even have some links to concerts that you can see, like St. Paul Chamber Orchestra, Minnesota Orchestra, Boston Pops, the New York Philharmonic, the Vienna Philharmonic. They're over like Europe. There's a lot of really great music that we can still experience right now. So those things will all be on my website, and you can continue to use that even if we don't have orchestra right now, right today. All right, so what I want you to do is talk with your parents about, do I want to keep on doing something like that this fall for the time being? If you do want to keep on making music with your orchestra instrument, if that is something that you find makes you happy, brings you joy, helps you to regulate some of the emotions that you might feel sometime, whether it's great, like happy emotions, or kind of sad emotions, or meh emotions, if music is something that really helps you with it, I would really encourage you to hang on to your instrument. And I realize for some of you, it may feel like thinking about this is just too much right now. If you think that you would rather just take a pause for real right now, you can turn your instrument back into your music store. You want to give them a call first and just make sure you know how they want you to get that back over. Different music stores are a little bit different right now with their protocol, and it might be changing too. So just call up your music store before you do that, before you get over there with the instrument. I do want you to also consider that at middle school, we still do have band, orchestra, and choir. We don't have general music. So if you have loved orchestra in the past and you think you want to do it in middle school, I'd really strongly urge you to keep on doing something this fall, this school year right now too. If you own your instrument, hold on to it. Okay? No matter what, hold on to that. I really wish I had some better news for you guys about what's happening with orchestra for this fall, but I did want you to be equipped with what I know and just some recommendations. And again, if you're at Cottage Grove Elementary this year, I will get to see you. I'm excited for that. If you're at Middleton, I'd love to hear from you. My email, again, is the same as it was last year. And please send me a little update about what life has been like for you, or a picture of you with whatever you've been up to lately. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know if there's anything that you think of that that I could do for you to help you out with, like finding some specific music, or even a recommendation for a teacher if that's something that you want to pursue, private lessons, or just anything else. I'm here for you still, and I want you to know that I miss you. I love you, and I hope you have a really wonderful beginning of the school year. Keep taking deep breaths, keep finding those things that help you in the day to make it a good day, whether it's checking in with a friend, or mom or dad or grandma or grandpa, or someone else who's a good buddy to you, and keep music part of your life somehow. I'm out here. I chose this spot to do my video today because I wanted to play a little music for you, and just to show you, like, I discovered this 2 days ago. I was walking out here and saw this beautiful, really wonderfully tuned xylophone right out here in the playground. Music is still all around us, and it's just like great for our spirit. Before I close out this video, I want to play a little song for you out here. It's a song called Morning Has Broken. Hope you guys have a great beginning of the fall. Hope to see you sometime soon.